Affirmative Reaction Podcast. 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 Affirmative Reaction Podcast.
Baños, anecdotos.
Baños?
That's Spanish for bathroom, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Baños.
Thought it was culo.
Oh gosh. Well,
Laboratory.
Speaking of hygiene and bathroom stuff, man, one thing I've noticed about just certain guys, I think it's an age thing. It's like guys over like 45, 50.
Damn, I'm almost there.
And then, just some guys in general, this is cross racial lines, man. The guys that, for one, walk into the bathroom, they be like 4 feet away from the urinal. They already got their dick out. It's like, Jesus Christ, bro. We don't need no pre-production, man. Just get in there and do your thing. And then you got the guys that is you at a stall. Nobody, not too many other people in it. Or maybe it is you and somebody else, and y'all establish the protocol.
The same stall?
No, I mean the urinal. Oh, let me
tell
you.
I got you.
So, same thing. Same thing with this. This work both ways with the urinal and the stall. So you and somebody else have already set the protocol. We skip it.
You don't go right beside somebody.
It's enough stalls and or urinals to skip.
I always try to get the one by the
one.
wall so there's only a chance that they get on one side of you.
And this guy will come right up to the urinal right next to you or the stall right next to you. And if it is the stall, it's this guy who's like the most animated when using the bathroom. Like first he do like sitting down and it's like, oh, how you end up making all this noise while you sitting down? Like why are you rocking back and forth against the stall, man? And then it's this guy who is like the and then it's like he got some kind of sound effects button, like you hear it hit the toilet, you hear the exit.
Oh no,
you know what I'm
dude.
talking about? Oh, it's like pulling apart play.
Oh my.
What the fuck?
That's foul, dude.
But you wouldn't have to experience that if the guy would have just skipped stalls. Or the guy who likes to talk to you, like you can't.
Or the fucker on the phone, dude.
See, I don't give a fuck about him. Just don't look at me and talk to me while we are both holding our cocks.
Dude, I was in some airport, and there was I don't know what it must have been fucking Wichita or some shit, and there was like 2 stalls. One was broken, the other one there's dude on the phone, and people were waiting. And he's just sitting there talking a conversation. People were banging on the fucking door, and he would not come out.
Oh, gosh.
It was bad.
Man, I try my best I will go out of my way to use a restroom. If I'm in the airport, I'll fuck around and go to another terminal.
Yeah.
If I know where a good bathroom is. If you at LAX, I think American and United has the best bathroom. Delta and Southwest terminals are the worst.
Scoped it out.
They are the worst. Every single bathroom in Omaha is horrible. And I hate everything about the Atlanta airport. I really do.
It's too big.
It's one of the worst airports. There's only 2 terminals, but it's like so big.
Spread out, dude.
Like, get out of here, man. So, yeah, fellas, come on, man. We got to start using proper bathroom etiquette, man. I mean, you converse. We're not women. We don't go in there to converse. We're going there to do
or turn each other out.
Ugh.
You know they done that. They did in high school.
Yeah.
In my high school, at least.
I don't know. My high school was not the same.
Affirmative Reaction Podcast.
But, dude,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that double standard between men and women.
Oh, you was talking about lingerie or something.
Yeah. So me and my girl was looking at some lingerie. She was like, "You like this, you like that," and let me just put out there. I don't want to say I'm weird, but the lingerie don't do anything for me.
You're just covering shit up.
Yeah. I'm like, these women can have on anything as long as I can see the boobies and titties. Then, because that's the first thing I comment on. I'm like, oh, her titties are small. Look at those titties. She's like, you see what she's wearing? No. I mean, I do. It's cute.
I think for me, it's fine as long as I haven't seen the rest yet. You know what I mean? It's like leading to it, but once you see it, what's the point of covering it up?
I don't mind it, but looking at lingerie doesn't do anything for me. Like, I like the woman. Yeah. But the double standard part is like, what if my girl caught me looking at like some underwear ass? Like, I could see myself in those.
Like some tidy whities or something like that.
Any kind of underwear. You know how to do? They model the underwear naked. Like, I don't. Like, why do dudes need underwear models?
Right. I honestly don't care what it looks like on me. No. It's serving a purpose, and that's it.
I know what size I need. Like, it's this. You heard of Duluth Trading Company?
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of women and their purses and things, right. And so many shoes. For me, I like things that are practical, that serves a use for me. I don't really care about what name's on it, what it looks like, or how other people view it. But for women, it's completely different. I understand it but I can't relate to that.
Exactly. That's kind of what, I said to her. I was like, for me personally, and I would imagine there aren't too many guys that's just like, I want you to wear this amount of makeup. I want you to wear this. I mean, they probably allude to it, but and I was like, this is for you all. This is actually where I got to thinking about it. I was like, this is y'all's competition. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't like makeup. So if you put on makeup, that's not for me. Right. It's not for me
it's
at
all.
all.
It's for them and their peers.
Exactly. Because, I'll probably be like, it's a little too much makeup. Kind of like a clown.
I don't like it at all either.
And the main thing why I don't like a lot of makeup is because the girls put on all this makeup. Not my girl, by the way. She knows I don't like that. But all this makeup, and then look, you see where it stops. Or did like right below the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like the Joker. And then the rest of like,
I don't know how I got these scars.
The cleavage be all like 3 different shades lighter. And you like, Jesus Christ, at least finish the job. Like, it's a bust. You got to do the whole bust. Right.
But then you take them sexy underwears off, and then what?
But yeah, that double standard shit, I was like, you probably think something was wrong with me if I was trying to look at some Hanes.
Or some dudes be, hey man, you tried them Fruit of the Looms out yet? Is that the one with the fruits and shit?
Yeah,
like
that's Fruit of the Loom, yeah. But no, it was interesting. And then, like I said, I don't mind lingerie at all, but
there ain't really much options for dudes anyway. You get boxers and shit, but there's not like this whole section dedicated to it. There's like big packs. You can get 10 for $5 or whatever the shit is.
They got like the novelty packs.
Right.
Well, that's about it. But the women, they got...
And you don't see it advertised on TV or in magazines, really. Unless it's...
Not like the way they do women.
Right,
like you'll see Michael Jordan walking through a park. Or like I was getting at to the Duluth Trading Company. Theirs is animated. And is actually their commercial gets to why we choose underwear. Like, you know what I'm saying? How it situates your boys. But it's not like some kind of Fabio mofo. Yeah, so I was like, I get it. Like you said, I get it. But this is you're looking at this for you, not for me.
Did you ever see that video of Fabio getting hit in the face with that bird?
I can't say that I have.
He was on a roller coaster somewhere. Fabio.
He got hit with a bird.
And he's going down. Sorry, that's some refried beans.
From the Reaction Podcast.
I've gotten tired of reporting the amount of shootings that happened in Chicago between Friday and Sunday. For about 2 months, I was doing it weekly, and it's actually starting to get depressing. These are just the numbers between Friday and Saturday. The average was like 55. No, between Friday and Saturday, that's how many people were shot, and it would be about at least 4 dying. And it'd always be somebody under the age of 12, at least one under the age of 12. And it just started to get depressing, man. I was like, man, this is crazy how...
What is it happening in the middle of the day or something? Like, why are kids out there?
Yeah, these guys are, doing their drive-bys in the middle of the day. They're doing them at, like,
playgrounds
functions.
and shit?
Yes. Yes, they're doing these things in the middle of, like, block parties. It was one at an actual funeral. Somebody had got shot outside the funeral, bro. This is in Chicago.
Now that's fucked up.
But I say all the time, man, we bring so much awareness to... So, for example, the fella that just got shot and killed in Philadelphia, it went viral. Nobody can tell you about anybody or any one of these kids that got shot in New York or Philly the week before. There was a 4-year-old the week before who was shot and killed in Philadelphia. There was no social media outrage, little news coverage, zero national news coverage. Of course, no riots and no protests. But the minute a black fella who wasn't in this, and it's getting so dumb because he wasn't even unarmed. He wasn't unarmed at all.
Right.
But social media outrage, riots, protests. On that same obscure website we mentioned earlier, I seen a video from Philadelphia about 2 weeks ago. A fella's at the vending machine.
I saw it, and the dude walked up right behind him.
His gun jammed.
And he's still capped.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Did he have earbuds? And I don't know. I feel like I would have heard that.
I would have seen that shit in the reflection.
Exactly.
I mean, what are we... I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure how these guys, are... What they are consuming to lead them to pulling these kind of acts, because it was a point in time where, every now and again, not even every now and again, still it was kind of frequent, but not as frequent as this. You'll hear of the drive-by,
right?
A kid being shot, and it was mostly at night. Like I watched a lot of television.
Yeah, because nobody can see you.
I watched a lot of TV growing up, a lot of news, a lot of national news. You see a lot of this shit from out here, from in LA. You know what I mean? And other places. I grew up in Philly, so you see a lot of this, and you didn't hear of the daytime drive-bys, the shoot ups of block parties and parties, not to the extent that we see it now. I'm not saying that didn't happen. Because actually, I seen a fella get stabbed at a block party. He fell all on my dad. You know what I mean? When I used to live in Philly. But what we seeing now is almost getting out of hand. I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting older, but I'm certainly, to a certain extent, desensitized to violence because I have a pretty morbid sensibility. But the way that these acts of violence are happening and the results of them, and if you can possibly think of the reasoning, it's I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But we, as black people, and just people as a whole, so let's just say, like I like to call them the hyper pro blacks, and those white liberals are arguing racism and all this good stuff, but we kill ourselves. We are killing ourselves. We are seriously killing ourselves, but nobody want to point it out because it requires a hard truth. It requires a hard truth. Like, we want our culture to represent this victim that's been a victim of American society for 400 years. You know how it goes.